Hey guys, I'm Michael. I'm for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is like over 500 videos about living and traveling in Costa Rica. The truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Even when it hurts to tell you, nobody else is doing that for you. I'd appreciate a subscribe. A subscribe helps me, but if you hit the notification bell, that helps you, and you can get new information if you like this story and some of the other things we do. Man, I'm so excited. This is the second time in 1 week that I've got to make kind of more of a human interest type of video. I'm so happy to be doing this. I'm going to go on a ride along, and I got to tell you, man, it's heartwarming to see the power of the individual. I mean, I've said it many times. I have so much faith in the individual. I have no faith in the masses. I have no faith in the group. But man, the individual to affect change. To see a problem, to step up with no fanfare, no, you're not looking for nothing. You just see a need, and you're trying to help, trying to do the thing you need to do, or what needs to be done, So I'm going on a ride along now. You might recognize Dan. He's actually when things are normal around here in La Fortuna. Which they are not now. It's pretty devastated. But when it's normal here, we've talked to him about real estate. He helps with building construction. He's very knowledgeable about all that. So you might recognize him. But we're going to do a little ride along with him. And I don't want to embarrass him. I don't want to embarrass him. But it's just so inspiring what he's doing. So hold on. I want to show you something else that's kind of inspiring. Check out the volcano tonight. So it's about, must be about 5:30 now. And I'm going to just probably apologize now for maybe the quality, because it's probably going to get a little dark. But, we have to do this video at this time. So stay tuned, and you're going to see what this is all about. And I think you might be inspired too. All right, man, I'll be back. Hey guys, we're in La Fortuna. I'm with Dan. We're headed out. Hello. Dan, so what are we doing? Where are we headed? What are we doing, actually?
Well, we're heading over to pick up meals that have been prepared today at one of the local sodas that we're going to distribute to people that have been really heavily impacted by the quarantine, by the fact that there's very little tourism in Fortuna.
So when did you start doing this?
We've been about 2.5 months ago.
Now, is this your idea? So is this
totally
your idea?
Yeah, I had a couple people who were sponsoring a little bit. The church has been helping a bit. One of the local sodas, which is one of the little restaurants, there's not much business here right now, so they've agreed to help with the project as well.
So, but you didn't really, this wasn't like a whole organized thing, you just kind of made this happen because you saw the need that, so who's it servicing? Who's eating these meals?
There wasn't a whole lot of time to organize. There's that problem, right? Because by the time I jumped in, it was already a problem. So a lot of the people here, because there are social programs through the church, through the government, that helps people who are put out of a job. Not everybody's eligible for those, but you actually have to have a house. So yeah. Anybody who's homeless, there's no programs that are set up to help the homeless here. And typically the homeless, normally, they'd be begging from the tourists or eating out of the trash, but there's no tourists, there's nobody to beg from, literally, is what's going on right now.
So what was, so what was your reasoning? What were you thinking? Like, you're going, okay, I see this, people need some help. What was going through your head when you kind of started?
Well, I've always felt that the true heart of people is shown in the worst possible moments, not necessarily the best possible moments. And buenas. Here's one of the guys, actually.
¿Cuál?
Oh, what's this guy? So that's actually
I'm thinking maybe that's one of the guys you help.
Yeah, that's actually one of the guys. He literally sleeps outside. So he washes some cars. He does a little odd jobs here and there, but he's living outside, so he doesn't qualify for any program because he doesn't have an address.
So you're basically doing this. So when are you doing it, actually?
Every day.
Every day, and it's what, about 5:45 right now, I guess?
Yeah, about 6 o'clock. People wait in front of the church, and there's a few other people that we've been distributing to who actually live under the bridge, and that's we've been doing it every day.
Now, I really want to give a shout out to this place here. So let's talk about them for a minute, because they're definitely helping, right?
Absolutely, they've been preparing all the food.
So what's the name of this place?
Soda Mima.
We're like in back of the church. Where do you think we are?
Right in front of Kelowna. and right a block from the church. Everybody famous because everybody brings and draws thank yous because the food's so good, and the food is really good.
Well, they've been around forever, right?
Oh, absolutely, and the best breakfast in La Fortuna.
Say that again?
Best breakfast in La Fortuna.
They definitely need a shout out, man. Anybody that's helping with kind of no recognition needs a little recognition, I think.
Well, plus it is. I mean, the food here is great, and they've been very kind. It's a husband and wife.
So here's the plates.
So these are the plates, and so let's see what they have. She does sort of whatever we have, so I'm not even sure what she made
Let's
today.
see, we got. We just got pasta.
So we got pasta and chicken.
Filling, carbohydrates, good.
We've been getting yuca also from the church, so they were preparing that. Sometimes we do rice and beans. Tomorrow, Sunday, we always do sandwiches on Sunday. So, hubo pollo, ¿verdad? ¿Tiene pollo? Tuna. It has tuna.
So tuna fish, tuna.
We've been doing between 13 and 15 plates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did 4 of them today.
Cool.
Everybody waits in front of the church.
All right, so we'll see that. Man, I don't want to embarrass you, and you don't have to answer and stuff, but you know we're kind of all in the same boat here in Fortuna. And I know I've known you for 15 years, and it's not like you're independently wealthy.
No.
So, you know, I mean, is everything okay?
Well, it costs anywhere between $400 and $500 to do this. So yeah, it's been a little expensive, and but we're only doing this until the city opens up a little bit, and in the meantime, you know, sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down, and I could at least afford to do it. But I see that there's a lot of value in terms of doing this for the town because you know, people who are desperate do desperate things. And this is a very safe town. It's always been a safe town, and it's really nice that you can walk down the street any time of day or night.
But you're right about desperation. It makes people do things they wouldn't normally do.
Right. It makes your brain act a little different when you haven't eaten in 3 days. So,
I kind of think it's cool that, I mean, just me personally, that it's kind of you're helping the homeless. Where a lot of people, you know, pretty much don't even try to see them, you know.
Right.
I don't see you on the street. I don't, you know. You fend for yourself. You've always done it. Keep fending for yourself. We're not going to help you. You put yourself in the situation. All that.
Which normally I would say yes, because normally if you work hard, then always something happens. But in this particular case, where everybody gets knocked out of their jobs all at once, with something that's totally beyond everybody's control, it's not so easy to be judgmental.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing, you know. Especially in a town like this that we completely depend on tourists.
Right. True that.
A lot of people have been donating food to the church, which the church was helping us for a few weeks doing. That right now it's, you know, because it rises and falls with the harvest. But it is one nice thing about living out in the country where so much food is actually grown that farmers can actually come and donate food in cases because they have extra. So that's something else that's been really nice here. But on the other hand, if you live on the street and somebody hands you a piece of yuca, it's not all that useful because it needs to be cooked. So there's always things like that. We can take the shortcut. Yeah.
So we're in the center of town. We're in like the back of the church right now. If you're keeping track of our footsteps.
Hola. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo está? Bien, gracias. Hola.
Buenas.
Gracias. Buenas tardes, que la pasen bien.
¿Dónde va a estar mañana?
Papá, es que hay que ir a la problema.
Es que yo no tengo este momento, pero en una hora yo puedo pasar.
Ajá,
No hay problema.
no hay problema. Yo, ¿a dónde es una hora? Un punto de aquí para una hora. Voy a traer una chica para allá.
Perfect. ¿Y usted entra buena noche?
Yo voy a traer una cosa que tengo en la casa.
Okay. So a lot of the homeless guys, they unload trucks, and so they pay them in just extra food in some cases. So then they've been bringing food.
So they help unload trucks, and people just give them food.
And people give them food, and so they've been delivering it to the restaurant, and then we can actually prepare that food and serve it. So everybody's been trying to help out with it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
As it should be.
Okay, where are we going?
So now we're going, there's people who actually, they sleep under a bridge. And so we're going to go.
Wait, say that again. What?
Well, when it's not raining, because the rivers here rise, but when it's not raining, they sleep under a bridge. And one guy, he's actually an old man. You've seen him. He walks with a cane.
Yeah, I
and
know.
he has,
I know.
and he
Yeah,
shakes.
definitely.
And
He's under the bridge.
I don't even know how he gets down there, because you have to like
He's
climb
pretty.
down.
He kind of walks kind of. I mean, he's like 80
He
something,
walks
right?
with a cane, yeah. But he climbs down, and they sleep under a bridge. And so I've asked them to come, and for whatever reason they don't. So we just go deliver it to them.
Well, that would be. I mean, him trekking around. It's a.
It's a problem. I mean, if he's here, I give it to him. But if not, we do what we can.
All right, so we're headed to the bridge, right?
Headed to the bridge.
All right, I'm gonna click off. I don't know if they have to watch us
it's
walk.
fine.
So, guys, we walked about maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Now we're on the other side of town, and we're at a bridge where Dan was telling us a little earlier that they live under here when the water's not rushing to.
Right, because when it rains really hard, the river comes up. So. Buenas. Buenas. Hola. Buenas. ¿Cómo está? Bien.
I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Okay. Voy a tirar para esto. Buenas noches. Por favor, no bota la basura en el río, ¿verdad? No, tenemos una bolsa, la estamos. Perfecto. Gracias.
So it sounds like the 80-year-old is not here tonight.
He's not here right now, so he's probably still out begging.
Oh yeah. He's kind of effective. He's kind of funny.
Well, he kind of, he gets you. Of course, he stands out in front of the bank, and I tell him not to do it because nobody's going to give him a 20. So, but he's still out there.
So this is what you've been doing, pretty much.
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes a day we've been doing, but we have to do it every day because people eat every day.
Yeah.
But it has to be done because I mean, literally, unfortunately, when there's a major crisis, it affects the people that are the most vulnerable the hardest. And those are the people that are usually the most humble and really don't have a voice. So they just basically have to grin and bear it.
Right.
There's a lot of unemployment right now, so it's not hard.
Exactly. Don't think I wasn't looking at it.
I mean, just consider that, like, we have, how many hotels is there in Fortuna? There's hundreds of them.
Oh, hundreds, yeah.
At least 400 hotels. I know there's at least 4,000 hotel rooms. So there was a period of time that at least 4 months it was totally empty. And that was during our high season, in the springtime, in the summertime. So all the people that have to maintain those hotels, clean those hotels.
Yeah, I don't know if people understand, Fortuna is probably arguably, I mean, it's just a tourist town 110%. I mean, everything.
It's
literally
90%
everything.
tourism and 10% farming, but the farming doesn't really make the money in the community.
So, guys, we got rid of the last meal. It's at the end of the night. Dan, I want to thank you for letting me walk along. What you're doing, man, unheralded, seeing something that needs to be done and doing it. Don't want to embarrass you, but it's pretty amazing, actually, dude. I got to tell you. All right, man. Say bye, Dan.
Later, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good night.
Ciao.
Misha, let's go.
Dan would never mention anything, man, but I'm going to say it. If you would like to help Dan help people, this is not a big organization. You would literally have to go to my website, Travel Costa Rica Now, hit the donation button, and say this is for Dan. If you think there's a trust issue involved there, I would appreciate it if you didn't do anything. But again, if you just want to help Dan, help them. Not looking for any big money, but I think he'd be very stoked about that. But again, he didn't ask. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Little human interest. I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Hey, man, have a great Saturday night.